have an honest and genuine question for the men. Everything that I talk about comes from my personal experience or things that I've personally seen or gone through. So with that being said, so I've had some male friends where they have other male friends who literally hate them. Like, I've seen them just disrespect them and treat them terribly. But at the end of the day, they're boys. So I've always wondered, how do men deal with conflict? How do men deal with friends who secretly dislike them or jealous of them? And I know most people are going to say, oh, we cut them off, we don't talk to them, this and that. But like, honestly, how do you deal with a friend who may be in secret competition with you and you don't know how to address it? In fear of losing the friendship, in fear of it turning back on you, just in general, how do you deal with it?
If you ever observe guy friendships, you might really start to ask yourself, like, do y'all even like each other? And y'all, it wasn't until like experiencing middle school, high school, or even in my adulthood where I really started to notice that guy friendships are toxic. And I'm not talking about all guy friendships, but majority of the guy friendships that I've witnessed are not the healthiest. Whether it's even just in person or even if you're watching TV shows and movies and things like that. Overall, like just in general, guy friendships are just not the best.
One thing that I realize when it comes to male friendships, we consistently tear each other down as a form of entertainment or as a form of showing our friendship, if that makes sense. I honestly never realized how toxic it is until like I grew up and realized we consistently will hang out with each other, we'll sit around the couch and we'll just criticize each other for hours as forms of entertainment. Yo, we are toxic as hell. We need to do better. If you got your friend group and they're over there trying to achieve something, encourage them. Let them know that they could do it. We need to stop tearing each other down on a consistent basis. It's not right. We are the only thing on this earth that isn't loved unconditionally, but by the conditions that we provide and the things that we do. So we need to stick together and help each other achieve our goals.
And even before me consciously educating myself on healthy dynamics, something about guy friendships just always seemed off to me. Like the way y'all be cracking jokes on each other, when I say y'all go low, y'all be going low. Unlike friendships amongst women, if your girlfriend had the audacity to joke on you the way that guys be joking with their friends, I'm telling you it would be an immediate cutoff. Like there could be no logical reasoning for me to convince myself that this girl is my friend after she just joked on me like that. Y'all be brutally joking about things, whether it's about heartbreak or just things that if you have feelings is going to sting. You know, the same feelings that y'all have but y'all tend to struggle with based off of like just male programming. So I'm not even judging on that part because I understand just the foundation of the way you guys are taught things. Oftentimes guys are not taught to connect with their emotions and to just take things to the chin, because then if you don't, they're gonna gaslight you and then joke on you and talk about how you're a wimp or how you need to man up. But at what point do y'all start to acknowledge that your friend that you have that you think is your friend is really not your friend? Like the same way women can be jealous haters towards other women is the same way guys can be jealous haters to other guys. But because y'all learn to accept cruelty from men because that's your way of being accepted by other men, you don't even realize how you've been disarmed and how you've been disconnected from your discernment and also your intuition. Y'all be all for loyalty and holding stuff down, but y'all don't even realize how y'all be having friends around y'all that don't like y'all or that don't even want to see you elevate. Like your friend who's okay with doing toxic things with you because it's both of y'all doing it together, but the second you want better for yourself, he then has 101 reasons and ways to keep you from wanting to do better for yourself, even though that's your responsibility, right? But the people who you keep around you becomes who you are to some extent. And some examples of that could look like, say for example, if you have a great girl that you really like and you see like good things about her, but he wants to continue his player ways, so he's gonna give you so many different reasons why she's no good for you. And for some of y'all in a relationship, if you're happy, your friend could then be jealous of you and want to sabotage your relationship because they don't have what you have. And you would be surprised, because I feel like a lot of time guys are always talking about like just their player ways or not wanting to settle down, but like let's be honest, everybody want love, right? Let's be real about that. I feel like there gets a point where you realize how you just distributing your energy in so many different areas unintentionally, it's not really like the best feeling. But But I feel like it takes a wise and mature person to really understand that. So like I said, there could be reasons why he would want to sabotage your relationship, and that could be because deep down inside he's not happy, but because you have the chance of happiness with one person, he's not really feeling that. And I know y'all guys be like talking to y'all friends about just like the people y'all be dating, but like sometimes when you're telling your friend too much good stuff about what you got going on, they're not going to be happy about that if they don't have it. And I feel like the same thing goes for women. You should never be talking to your friends about everything good that you got going on in your relationship, because it's almost like you're advertising your person to your friend. And sometimes your friend could be looking like, oh, how you got that and how you get to experience all of that, but they don't get to experience it. So they may want to try for themselves, or they could even start to feel like, well, am I going to experience something like that? So again, like I said, sabotage can come into play. And I've even heard of stories where a guy knows that a guy's in a good relationship with somebody, and he knows, whether it's because the guy friend isn't doing like the best by his girl, or even if he is, sometimes you might have that one jealous guy friend that's gonna go behind your back to go tell your girl that she deserves better than you. Why? Because he wants to be that guy to get the chance with her. Like I said, I had so many guy friends growing up, so they would come to me about different stories, or even just from my observation, and sometimes I just really be like, yo, if you only knew how much that guy did not like you, or how much he's not your friend. But one thing that I've noticed with guys, and I feel like with women, people tend to take guys more serious with the advice that they give rather than women. Unless you are a woman who has gained their trust, then they will take heed to what you say because they genuinely respect you. And I feel like with guys, y'all have to understand that as women, like, not all women are naturally in tune with their intuition and just like, you know, like listening to their gut feeling, but a lot of women are. We're not taught to brush things off the way that y'all are taught to brush things off. When it comes to feelings, like, there is power in sensitivity. There is power in your gut feeling. So if a woman who you trust is telling you something, just consider it. But if this is your first time here, then y'all don't know me, so I don't expect y'all to like take my word 100%. But trust me when I say, I have told guys, and every time I've told them, hey, that's not your friend, or hey, you should look out for that person, because I've picked up on things, it always came true. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, let's allow for other guys to discuss their own experiences and tell you for themselves.
See one thing, yeah, and I want you to learn this. You see, male jealousy is a different type of jealousy, okay? You see, like, female jealousy or jealousy between women, most of it is harmless. I'm not going to say it's completely harmless, because there have been some dangerous cases out there, like the woman that had acid thrown on her face, and also the woman that went to Mexico with some friends and she was killed. My prayers go out to both of them. But you see, from what I've witnessed, a lot of like female jealousy is usually name calling or destroying someone's reputation, or just catty and petty behavior. You see, male jealousy, you will actually lose your life. Do you understand? A jealous man is a dangerous man. You see, men, a lot of men are not calculated enough to deal with an enemy or someone they don't like with finesse. They only know how to hurt things and destroy things. Do you understand? And when a lot of men get an ugly feeling inside of them that they don't understand or they can't control, their first instinct is to destroy it. It's to get angry. Do you understand? And men can get jealous over the most stupidest things. You know the saddest thing? A man will be jealous of another man over something that man can't even control. Case in point, a guy could be jealous of another man because he's tall. A guy could be jealous of another man because he's good looking. A guy could be jealous of another man because a lot of girls like him. A guy could be jealous of a lot of men because growing up his parents could provide for him, or he's got money, or he's got a good job, or he's got a good car, or he's got status, or he's doing well in life. Do you understand? And why that's scary is it's like, rather than focus on himself and say, you know what, let me take inspiration from this guy, how can I build? His first instinct is, how can I get rid of this person that is making me feel this ugly thing inside of me? Do you understand? That's making me twist and turn in my bed at night. I can't stand this guy. I need to destroy this guy. And you see as well, a lot of people don't realize this, but a lot of beef between guys in the ends, or even groups of guys, it usually starts over jealousy. One guy was in his feelings that another guy was doing better than him. And rather than take inspiration, rather than come up to him and say, yo bro, like how did you do that? Like what's the method? He's not gonna do that. He's just gonna harm you and he's gonna hurt you. And that's why you've got to be careful. Because you could have traits that to you, that's just a normal day in the office. You woke up lit. You walk a certain way, you talk a certain way, you know how to make money. you got a good mindset, you're him. And another man doesn't want to take the process to become him. So all he can think of is, how can I destroy this guy? And that's when I say, a lot of the time, especially when you're around men, yeah, you need to have eyes at the back of your head. Yeah? Eyes at the back of your head. Watch out for sly remarks, sly little digs, insults disguised as jokes. Watch out for these things, because you see, male jealousy is like a seed. At first it starts with very minor little sly backhanded comments and stupid little remarks and subtle disrespect, but over time it grows into something even more dangerous. Does that make sense? Especially when you're continuing to thrive. Look at that model a few years ago who's doing the modeling, doing his thing, and one other little idiot was jealous and obsessed with him. And what did he do? He wound up killing him. And I've known a lot of cases like that, especially in the hood. One guy's making money, he's driving a nice car, the pretty girls like him, he's got his jewelry, his family love him, he's the guy, he's shining. And one other crusty guy in a corner, he can't take that. I don't like my life, so I need to make sure he doesn't like his. And that's how a lot of these guys think. And you see these jealous, insecure guys, they will hurt you. And you see, especially if you're a guy that knows how to defend himself, it's even worse. Do you know why? Because then they'll set you up. Do you understand? They'll tell people where you live. They will find a way to get rid of you. Male jealousy is frightening. You'll die. So that's why I always say, be careful. I know it's not fair, but if you've got a rollie, don't always take pictures with it. Wear it certain places. If you're doing your thing with your car, with whatever, be humble. If a guy's asking you questions or whatever, just play it cool. Do you understand? Because you can unintentionally offend a lot of people. Your happiness is a lot of other people's misery. And that's where the problem starts. So like I always say, make civilian life great again. Link in the
You have to be mindful of who you keep around you, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's people out here that's miserable. They ain't got nothing going on. I can tell if you rock with me by the energy you give me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kinfolk, if I tell you I got something good going on and you half-ass happy about it, my nigga, you, come on, man.
Yo, how to tell if your friends is envious or jealous of you. And these reasons, if they do anything in these reasons that I'm about to explain to y'all, it's time to cut them off immediately. You don't need none of that type of energy around you at all. Yo, if they downplay your achievements, that's one of my top ones. Like, if anybody around me is downplaying my achievements, that mean they on some jealous hate and shit, because for me, or on some shit like, oh, I could have did that too, for me. Or they just act like it's not really that big. It's a big thing to you, but to them, they act like, oh, it ain't nothing crazy. Like, it's not. Like, for me, that's slick hating right there. That's slick hating. They just don't want to say it. But you know what it is. Word. For me, another reason is when they be offering backhand compliments. I hate that. Like, they say shit like, oh, you so lucky. Knowing damn well you worked for that. It's not luck, you heard? Anything they say, any compliment they give you is attached to some type of negativity or, like, sarcasm. Yeah, you out of here, gang. See your vibe, for me. And I ain't gonna lie, last but definitely not least is someone that's overly competitive. Like, in anything you do, they trying to one-up you. For me, whole time, it's not a competition game. We supposed to be like this. We supposed to be locked in. It's supposed to be a team. Like, so yeah, if they mad, like, competitive with you for nothing, like, everything you do, they try to compare themselves to that in a negative way. Or, like, for me, try to dismiss the shit you do and tell you about what they doing instead. Like, yeah, you know what's up. Cut them niggas off.
Listen, be careful of those old friends that are jealous and envious of you, that continue to try to come back into your life, and they try to praise you and they try to flatter you, right? They'll come back into your life and they'll say things like, oh, bro, I'm so proud of you. You're so anointed, bro, man. You're so gifted, bro. But then you'll notice they do that to get you to trust them. They do that to flatter you, because the intention of the flattery is to distort your discernment and to hide the agenda that they really have in their hearts. But you'll notice the more you trust this person and you begin to give them access back into your life once again, the more you hang out with this person and the more you talk to them, the more you start to notice those demons begin to manifest once again. The jealousy and the envy starts to manifest once again, because then they go from praising you and flattering you to slowly saying things like, oh, well, bro, I'm just curious. So what's going on in your life? Or how much money do you really make? And how are you going to do this? And how are you going to do that? And you'll notice they'll start asking you all these different questions. And they make it seem like they're curious because they support you, or like they just want to know how you're doing. But the only reason they want to know all this information is to gather information, to try to undermine you and to compare themselves to you, because they're in secret competition with you. They're in secret competition with you because they're jealous and they're envious of you. Because you notice the more you succeed and the more you progress, the more they try to undermine your accomplishments. So they started off with them flattering you, praising you. Bro, you're so anointed. Bro, you're so gifted. But the more you gave them back access to your life, now they started to undermine you. They started to downplay your accomplishments. And now they start trying to compare themselves. And you'll notice they'll spend all this time saying, oh, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And, you know, well, I'm not trying to knock you or anything, bro. But I just think, you know, what you're doing is just not for me. And what I'm doing is better, this and that. I'm not trying to knock you, bro. And they're doing this because whole time, not only are they undermining your accomplishments, but they're trying to amplify their accomplishments, because deep down inside, they're insecure and they feel inferior. They have low self-esteem. And they're going to constantly try to make it seem like their situation is better than yours. But whole time, deep down inside, this person wants to be you. This person is jealous and envious of you. They wish that you had. They wish that they had what you had. And they see the light and the anointing on your life. Because you have something on your life that no matter how much money they have or what they do, money cannot buy what you have. They could become a multimillionaire and you're not a multimillionaire yet. And they still be jealous of you. Because what you have on your life, no matter how much money they have, it cannot buy or give them what you have on your life. And what they'll do is, not only will they compare themselves because they want to compete with you, but they'll start to say things like, oh, bro, you ain't jealous. I would never be jealous of you. So no offense, bro, but you ain't got nothing to hate on. That's exactly what a jealous person will say. And I want you to understand, for whoever's watching this right now, don't allow these people to discourage you, because you have everything on your life and you have everything going for you for people to be jealous of. And they treat you like that because they're jealous and they're envious of you. They want to be you. Deep down inside, they know that they can't. So that's why they're constantly trying to undermine and downplay your accomplishments. Are y'all with me? Listen, do not allow these people access to your life. Because some people come into your life to gather information and to see how good or how bad you're doing. Either to undermine you, to discourage you, to try to make you feel like it's not going to work out, to try to compete with you, or to try to take all the information that you've given them and go and gossip and slander you to all these other people. These are the kind of friends that'll wait till you're around a group of females and they'll try to clown you and make fun of you around all these different females to make you look bad and to make the females like them. This is actually the definition of an effeminate man. Fellas, if you got a homie like this in your life, that is an effeminate man. That is not your real homie. Get them out of your life. Ladies, if you have a homegirl like this, that is not your real friend. Get these people out of your life. Be careful who you allow to get too close to you this season. And be careful who you give access into your life. There are some people that you close the door on, and God is saying, hey, keep that door closed because it was meant to be closed. Do not keep checking for people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Do not keep allowing old homies back in your life, old friends and old people back in your life that God had you cut off for a reason. I love y'all, and God bless.
Bro, the envy so fucking strong nowadays, bro. I don't even pour into niggas no more, gang. Like, the only niggas that I pour into, gang, is my day ones. Like, them A1 day ones that ain't never did shit. I ain't never had to question or cut an ad, you know? But I did find a little glitch in this shit, though. Let me put you niggas on. Let me just put y'all on game. There's a lot of wholesome-ass women in this world, folks. And if you pour into them, bro, I promise you they're gonna pour back into you, gang. And this is the realest shit that you probably gonna ever hear on this app, bro. But you build someone up, and I'm not talking about these niggas, bro, because envy is strong in the male community. Men do not like when another man is doing better than them for some odd-ass reason, when we all still one. I don't get it, but that's just what it is. That's why I don't even make rap music for niggas no more, bro. They don't benefit me. But if I make music to cater to women, they're going to benefit me. And then the niggas are going to follow because they think what they did, you know? So what I do personally, I pour into all of the women that's around me, whether I like them or whether they my friends. Because I know at the end of the day, once they get to where they need to be, they're going to look back. They're not going to, you feel me? They're going to remember that shit, you know? And I'm not doing it to get anything, but I'd rather do it to people that I know will look back for a nigga, you know? Look back and check for me. Because people don't check for you no more once they get to a certain point. You can have shit going on, you can build a motherfucker all the way up, and they'll forget about you. And me personally, I'm not gonna sit there and hit they DM and like, damn, you forgot about me, whoop-de-whoop. Cool, no, you good. Enjoy what you got, bro. Enjoy what you got, because this how you got it, God can take it. So I'm not gonna trip about it. And the same God that blessed you, he gonna bless me too.
What is up, family? What is up? It's your brother, Mimicry Jackson, aka Pharaoh. And as usual, me being your brother and your beloved comrade, it is my job to make you aware of some of the pitfalls that may be present in your life that you have yet to recognize. And I'm gonna speak on something today that's going on in many of our lives, and we have yet to recognize it because it's so hidden, it's so covert. And you know what that is? Those who are near you that are jealous of you. Intimate envy. You hear what I said? Intimate envy. Meaning those who are close to you but envious of you. Man, there is a lot of this going on. Historically speaking, there are a lot of great men that conquered great territories and lands. The only way that they were able to fall was through people in their direct circle. Look at Brutus. Look at Judas. You know, I can go on and on. Look at Shaka Zulu. There are great people in history. Great people in history. The only way they were able to be defeated was from people right there in their inner circle. I am warning you today to be careful of this. Everybody that stay with you ain't praying for you. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody that stay, they're not gonna pray. Some people are staying just to get all they can get and then witness the downfall. Celebrate it, laugh about it, talk about it. Intimate envy. Be careful of these individuals. There are people that'll tell you, oh yeah, we cool. Oh yeah, that's my boy. But they do little slick stuff to undermine you. Slick stuff, or what they call in the streets, sneak dissing. Sneak dissing is what they call it in the streets. They do little sly stuff, little slick stuff. You know, it's so covert that you may overlook it. Prime example, you know, you go and get you a new vehicle. They say things like, I see you. Got your little old car. Your little old car. Yeah. When the truth of the matter is, they are minimizing your achievements. That's why they said little. You go and get you a nice place to live, a nice condo, a nice loft, or a nice house. They say, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. See, they say that because they don't want to say the truth. Man, that thing is very nice. That thing is real nice. I mean, that place he living in is immaculate. But they say it's okay because they don't want to give you due credit because they have intimate envy. So be careful of these guys and these gals that have this intimate envy for you. Keep in mind, betrayal can only be done by someone that is in your life personally. A stranger can't betray you because a stranger don't know you, have no loyalty to you. Betrayal can only come from someone that is close to you. So be careful, because they have little slick covert ways of sneak dissing and trying to belittle and devalue. Beware, family, beware, because intimate envy is real. It's your brother Mimicry Jackson, and I love you. Beware. Keep your eyes peeled back. They're right next to you. You ain't gotta look for them. They're right next to you. One.
I swear you can feel it the moment someone's energy goes from friend to foe. The moment someone switches up on you, there's just this overwhelming sense of I know it's true, but I can't prove it yet. And I feel like only people that have discernment know what I'm talking about. This happens because when people start to dislike something about you, that resentment builds up and you start to see it in different areas. If they're jealous of you, they can't hide that for long. And the longer you wait for that proof to cut them off, the bigger the example gets, because they start bursting at their seams. For example, they might make a side comment here and there, and you second guess yourself when you feel that energy difference. I feel like they're kind of jealous of me, but maybe I'm tripping. And then one day you buy a new car, and then they blow up and they make it extremely clear to you. And after it happens, you're just like, damn, I knew I was right. And you'll notice that the signs were there the entire time. Personally, I notice these things because I'm always observing people. I'll look at a person and be like, your mouth is smiling, but your eyes are angry. I think your brain picks up on that and lets you know that wasn't genuine. Something's off. That's when you get that vibe. This person, not to be trusted.
Very important life lesson. Now, for all of you men, boys, guys, whatever you want to call yous, who hate on another man because of the things he has, you know, jealousy, the female trait. You have to walk around, spread rumors, make up lies, and make up excuses for why that guy has what he has just because you don't have it. That's a fucking joke. It's pathetic. And do you understand that's you bleeding insecurity because you're so insecure with yourself? You can be anywhere from, 16 years old to 30 years old, 40 years old. I've seen it in every age. And as soon as I see that trait in a man, I automatically know and cut him off because he's weak. And it's a female trait. So what you have to do is you really have to self-evaluate, realize who you are, what you are as a man. Well, you're not a man yet. That's where you got to do these things. So if you want to be a real, true, thorough man, you want to gain some confidence. And how you gain confidence is by finding out who you are, and what you're capable of. So a couple little tips I could give you is go online and take a couple of tests. You got the Myers-Briggs test, the DISC test, the Fascinate test. And these are all going to tell you about what type of person you are, what you're capable of, and then give you some confidence because, it's based on analytical data of, millions of people. So once you got a little bit of confidence, go and try those things in those categories in life and hit some goals. Once you hit some goals, you gain some confidence, and then you're so busy working on yourself that you can't possibly think about another guy and being jealous and talking shit and spreading rumors and being a fucking pussy, a weak beta male. And I don't care if you have muscle. Muscle does not make you an alpha male. Understand that, right? So that's Nick's quick insight and what did I call it? I guess you could say experience for the day.
Men can be jealous of other men. I don't think that's a conversation that many men talk about. They can be jealous of each other a lot. Let me share a story with you. I have a friend of mine. She was married. And when she got married, his friends, her husband's friends, was like, oh man, you married, you don't gave up your life. Let's go to the strip club. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm not here to knock men. I'm just letting you know my 2 cents. To me, men and women shouldn't be spending money on other human beings that ain't your spouse. That's just my personal opinion. That's how I feel. Strip clubs, all those things to me are off limits. You're married, you have financial responsibilities and obligations to your family and your children. That's it. Okay? When you see a man who got a good woman, she's at home, she does what she's supposed to do, y'all are in love with each other, you're trying to do right by each other, and everybody knows keeping a marriage together is very hard. There's a lot of temptation out there, especially for men. And you got your male friends who are constantly trying to introduce you to other women, and they know you married, and they know you got a good woman. They jealous because they don't have that. I guarantee you, the minute y'all get a divorce, they'll be trying to holler at her. they'll be trying to marry her or at least go out on a date with her. I guarantee you that. Don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. Don't let these men out here mess up a good thing because they can't find what they need to find because they won't grow up. Okay? Just want to let y'all know that men can be just as equally jealous to another man as women can be to another woman. It's the same thing. Same thing. Y'all stay blessed. Stay prayed up. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.
Listen, I don't know about y'all, but once a person shows envy and jealousy, that's it. It ain't no need in trying to show me anything else. Straight up. You let me know that there's some type of secret competition thing going on. Like I said, don't get me wrong, when it's time to like play basketball or some type of sport or something, okay, I'm a competitive person. But if you like been sitting right next to me the whole time, and I'm thinking we cool and I'm thinking we fam or whatever, and you sitting right next to me and you in competition with me and I don't even know that we in competition, and then all of a sudden you show me there's some envy and jealousy going on there, nah, don't even bother trying to show me anything else because I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to be around you. Like, I'm not dealing with you no more. We are done. All right? Straight up. Food for thought. Peace.
Be cautious of people that always try to rationalize your greatness or your success. Like, they always got something to say, like, oh, it's because of where you live. Oh, it's because your mom did this. Oh, it's because your dad did that. Oh, you just got lucky. You're lucky that you did that when you did it because that's why it was so successful. Or you're lucky because you look this way. They always have a reason as to why you're successful, and you can tell in their head they've been thinking it over. Like, they're in secret competition with you and they've been trying to make sense of why you're more successful than them or why they perceive you to be more successful than them, because you might not even be more successful than them. It may just be an insecurity that they have that's convincing them that you're doing better than them. So they try to rationalize in their head, like, they're not better than me. They just got lucky. They're not better than me. Their dad is just plugged in. They're not better than me. Their mom did all of that for them. They're not better than me. They just went to this college. They're not better than me. They just started before I did. Not better than me. They just have more free time than I do. Instead of just giving you your flowers, instead of just congratulating you on your success or just not saying nothing at all, they always say, oh, it's because of. And I'm not going to act like everybody that does that has ill intent necessarily, but sometimes some people don't even realize they possess jealousy and they've been rationalizing your success to make themselves feel better. Like, they don't even realize they give it away when they say certain things. That's why I said be cautious. I didn't say cut them off completely. I just said be cautious, because sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it, and it's an insecurity of theirs that they may have not meant to show. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just terrible people. I'm learning that the older I get, some people really will be jealous. They will act on their jealousy and wholeheartedly know it's a disgusting act while they're acting on their jealousy, but still do it anyway. So yeah, I'm just saying, be cautious.
Things men will never tell women, but are very obvious. If a man is hating on another man and there's never any logical reason given, it's because they find that man attractive out of technicality. Now, I didn't say they wanted to sleep with him, but I don't know why so many men are pretending like they don't know when another man is attractive. Because think about it, it's rare that they ever view somebody as competition that's not in their league, right? Now, finding somebody attractive, not always the same as being attracted to, but sometimes those can, but not in this case. Fine line between that and being envious. When they really can't come up with a reason as to why they dislike another man so much, most likely it's that and envy. But due to how society has conditioned us, you can see how it's hard on a man's masculinity to say, I don't like him because he looks better than me. Got that out the way. If you could identify that a man looks better than you, one would say that you somewhat find him attractive or in the attractive tier, which is perfectly fine. In reality, if a man calls another man attractive, it doesn't make him any more or less straight, but that's what they're scared of. That's why those men stay mute. That's why they make a bullshit reason to hate on the dude. Because they technically can't say what they're really thinking in their head, even though they can, but they prefer not to. So what do? They make up a bullshit reason. I don't like that nigga think he light skinned. That nigga think he better than everyone. These aren't real reasons. Tell us what the real reason is, Marquise. You know nigga attractive. Otherwise, you would not find him threatening. Now, I ain't say you wanted to kiss him, but you know that nigga attractive. Cause men don't feel threatened by another man they know they're better than unless they know that he's attractive or had some type of history with the woman that they're talking to. And I know what they're all gonna say, it's just men in general. But is it though? But cause I see how y'all act towards men that are like not up to par with you.
Here are simple signs that your friends are actually jealous of you. Okay, so listen, a lot of y'all don't see it, but I'm about to show y'all, tell y'all. Number one, when your friends are always trying to compare their situation to yours, you don't even have an opportunity to ever express yourself truly and just them be there for you without them making it about themselves. They're always going to want to make it about themselves, or they're always trying to one-up you. Number two, you always find yourself being there for them, but they're never really there for you. You make yourself available to them emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever, but they always find a way to, say that they can't be there for you, or it's always inconvenient for them to be there for you, and they never show up for you. And number three, you hype them up, but they do not hype you up. You are their number one hype man, but they find it hard to be that for you. They find it hard to give you your flowers, give you your props. Or, they may not want to vocally say it, but they'll like slightly say it in a condescending way, disingenuous way.
You can't be friends with somebody who's jealous of you. Not even a little bit. Them be the worst ones to be around. Imagine having a friend that know everything about you, everything you do, all your whereabouts, hang with you every day, but hating on you, funny backdoor you, watching your every move. Like, you can't be friends with that type of motherfucker. As soon as a motherfucker make some slick comments, do some weird shit, you got one time. I'm cutting your ass off. I don't even play them type of games because I can't have no nigga around me hating on me when I'm trying to make sure we both win and trying to make sure we both, you feel me? I done had plenty of niggas I tried to help out, plenty of niggas I tried to put on. They too busy hating on me. Like, nigga, what the fuck you hating on me for when I can help us both out? So, you can't fuck with niggas who hating on you, bro. The friendship will never be genuine. It'll always be weird shit going on. You'll always feel weird vibes. When you tell good news, they be hating. Then they might end up just start trying to be like you, copying you and shit. So, you gotta watch the motherfuckers you be around because you just never know. A motherfucker could be hating on you, getting closer and closer to you. You thinking it's your friend. Whole time, they finna backdoor your ass, do your ass, probably rob your ass. Be careful.
So his jealous friend. One time I was with my friend. He does stand-up comedy forever. And I went to support him because he had a show. Before he was going to do his show, he's like, oh my God, at that time I was a little, people know me a little bit. I had like 20,000 followers or something. So a little bit of people know me at that time already. And then he was like, oh my God, coming to the stage, this guy, you know him from Instagram, Mr. Nueva York. Let's see if he's really funny because,
He called you out.
Yeah, he's like, let's see if he's really funny because anybody can be funny on the internet. Let's see if he's funny live. And he said, even if you don't find him funny, please laugh. Don't make him feel bad. And then at this time, I'm in the middle of eating a chicken wing. And then he's like, Mr. Nueva York, coming to the stage. I'm like, what? When I go up, I did 45 minutes of stand-up comedy.
And you did it off rip, like
off the mind. That's it. Like, no, I never written a joke. I never nothing before that time. Never. My boy, who the show was for, he couldn't do his show because I took all the time. I'm like, está bueno que le pasa.
Yeah, but está hablando.
And then from that time, I fell in love with stand-up comedy. So actually, I appreciate him that he did that bullshit. We're not friends no more because he showed his true color there. Like, he showed a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of, animosity. You didn't think I knew that word, animosity.
It's a big word for you, Poppy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Man, a jealous dude is way more dangerous than a gangster, bro. You see a gangster go on and step on you, go on and step, check you, handle you, and let you know that, look, I'm a gangster. But a jealous dude, man, a jealous dude will come as a friend. Man, a jealous dude will come acting like he love you, acting like he care about you, and the whole time be ready for a moment to put a knife in your back. Ain't that crazy? It's crazy how somebody can be so jealous and so envious of you, but yet still want to talk to you every day. Still want to be around you every other day. Want to know all your secrets, want to know your thoughts, want to know how you move. It's crazy, man. We live in such a crazy world. So, if you ever got some people around you who ain't never clapping if you winning, who always seem like they're excited when you going through something. Pay attention to that energy, man. Energy does not lie. Energy never lies. You just gotta pay attention.
There are people who are jealous of you and you don't even know it. You do a lot less talking, you do a lot more listening. You're going to find out what I'm saying is true. You got to pay attention. Jealousy would usually stem over the typical things that you would think, whether you might be bigger than them, whether that be in muscle, or you might be taller than them, height, obviously, or you could just look better than them. And if you have all three, not even including money, bro, yeah, no, the jealousy is going to be apparent. It might be hard to miss at first, but eventually you're going to pick up on it. You know those old heads who call you pretty boy like all the time just because you like to take care of your appearance? Yeah, that's one instance. They didn't look like that when they were the same age as you, or they weren't getting any hoes at the time, so they couldn't even dream about being in your position, bro. They don't understand it. Or even if you're at the gym or something, old head comes up, or even somebody relative like the same age, younger, whatever. Jealousy has no age range, right? They'll say the stupidest shit ever, like you working your pretty muscles, or oh, those show muscles ain't gonna do nothing in a real fight, or they're just talking about your muscles for no reason. They had no business of even talking to you, but yet they came to you on their bullshit. I don't even know you, gang. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, stop talking. You really start listening to what people are trying to say. They're gonna show their true colors. It's really apparent, even if you don't have to say something. Let's say you're at the store, you're just walking, right? Let's say you're at a Target or something. You just browsing, you looking at your phone, trying to see what's on the grocery list. You're just walking. There's a couple right by. The dude, he just glances at you for a second. He pulls his girl closer to him. What for? I ain't do nothing. Do they think I'm a threat? I ain't got no weapons. I ain't got no, like, I'm not gonna hurt y'all. He's not worried about that, bro. He knows in the back of his mind. He won't say it out loud because the ego with men are super big. So he knows his woman is going if the opportunity presented itself. I'm telling you, once you start slowly leveling up and you start caring about the quality of your life, you're going to understand what I'm saying. I remember there was a conversation about literally having the combination of me having Vaseline on and having a manicure because I get my nails done, right? Old nigga said, I can't stand y'all pretty boys, bro. Y'all getting that feel. Yeah, you shouldn't be worried about that. Bro, you stink. Why are you talking to me? Not a pretty boy. You're just musty. I feel like most of these interactions that happen to me are usually in some obscure store. Like it's something random, like a gas station or even just like a regular store, but it'd be like a ghetto ass store like Walmart or some shit. If not there, easily the gym. Easily, dude, there's so much jealousy brooding in a damn gym, bro. Especially if you like one of the biggest people there, like no ego. Or if you know what, join that Discord. Follow Twitch at DHA Grand Caravan. Sub to the YouTube. The real one's gonna understand.
Fellas, help me understand this, please. You chilling with your homeboys, you feel me? Y'all drinking, y'all burning. And as soon as one of your homeboys meet a girl he really like, and he consider her wifey, y'all talking about he whipped, he can't come outside no more. What you want him to do? Be outside with a bunch of man? So you telling me you want your man to be chilling with you outside all day? Where the girls at? Y'all moving a little sus, son. And y'all got me questioning all this outside business. That's why y'all female want y'all in the crib, because they don't know if y'all really out there playing in doodle.
Hear me when I tell you this. A friend that want to copy, duplicate, and mimic every single thing you do is not a friend. They are jealous of you. I promise you, they are jealous of you. Don't tell them none of your ideas. Don't tell them none of your plans. Matter of fact, don't even be in friendship with them. You can't trust people like that. You cannot trust people that will take everything that you said you was going to do and try to do it before you do it. And try to make like you inspire them so much. No, I'm not inspiring you. What I'm doing is I'm irritating you. I'm irritating you to a place where you feel like you got to be better than me, where you feel like you got to get there before I do. No, I can't trust you. You can't be around me. You can't connect with me. We can't talk. We can't go out over coffee. We can't do none of that. We can't do none of that because every time I try to set out to do something, here you go wanting to do it. You can't even trust those type of people to try to go in partnership with you because sometimes they'll propose that too. Well, let's do it together. We ain't doing nothing together. Now throw your hands up. Up!
Hey man, y'all gotta watch these sneaky ass people, man. A lot of people you walk around with that mask on, playing like they your homie, playing like they really cool with you. Whole time, they don't really give a damn about you. They talking about you, drag your name through the mud and everything. And that's only because they hating on you, bro. They jealous of you. It's envy, bro. It's hatred, bro, because they want to be you and they can't. They can't be who you be. They can't walk how you walk, talk how you talk, look how you look. They can't do that shit, bro. It's not in them, bro. A nigga like me, man, I nod my head at you, keep going, bro, because I know what type of time you on. I can't relate to fate, bro. Like, I can only speak real. I can only be real with you, bro. I can only tell you the truth. That's why I don't really have friends now, because I be reading people. I be reading energy. But one thing you can't do is hide your energy. You can't hide your facial expression, because I'm reading everything. I'm watching everything. That's why I stand alone and handle my business. If you need me, I'll be over here. You can't play with somebody like me, bro, because I'm already knowing. Ain't nobody genuine no more. People will stay around just to get some information from me and dip off. Pay attention to everything. You can't get nothing past me.
Dealing with an envious person as a friend is honestly a canon event, and I'm about to explain why. So when we think of real friends, we always look at the low moments in our life, right? We always talk about how they were a shoulder to lean on and they were a listening ear. But we never talk about the people that are there when you are down and never there when you're up. It tells you everything you need to know when they're nowhere to be found to celebrate your wins with you. And I realized this firsthand because I had a friend that constantly quantified my success, right? Like, they constantly were paying attention to the things that were going good in my life and adding them up, right? And at first I was like, okay, like maybe they're just inspired by me, or maybe they just peep game and they see me doing good and they just legitimately want to like reassure me that I'm doing great, right? But then I realized that as they were quantifying these things, it showed me that not only were they able to realize my success and they were able to conceptualize this, but there was no congratulations in order. Every time like we would catch up or we would talk or anything, magically we would become the most distant when I had high moments. First I thought like, okay, this person is so consistent in my life. They're there for me. They're picking me up when I need it. But then I realized this person is just a listening ear. They want to listen when I don't have anything going on, but they don't want to listen when I have a lot going on. And that is because when you're dealing with the envious person, they are constantly in a cycle of comparison where it's not even a malicious thing towards you. It's more so that your success invalidates their existence because they've associated their existence and their worth to the accomplishments. So the fact that they are underachieving makes them feel inferior to you, meaning they do not want to be around you when you are doing good because it reminds them of the skeletons in their closet that they refuse to accept. And that's why for me, I just can't be around nobody that's envious of me because I'm gonna keep winning. And if that is a problem to you, then I'm so sorry, but you gotta go.
It's certainly upsetting when someone is critical of us, someone talks about us, especially when it's behind our back. You know, friends, acquaintances, it happens, it's part of our human experience. But most criticism comes from envy, and all envy is admiration corrupted. All envy is admiration corrupted. People are only envious of something that they really appreciate, value, they don't have. And that's why I say corrupted, because, you know, someone who cares about us would see something good in our lives and feel good about it. But someone who's not in their own peace would feel envious, angry, because they want it. You know, I want a bigger house than I have, so I'm jealous of someone who has it. I want a better job than I think I have, so I'm envious of a friend who has a job that they love. I want a bigger family, so I'm envious of someone who has a bigger family than I do. Recognize when someone's envious of us, critical, that's where it's coming from. It's probably something that you're doing really well that they're not happy about. It's their problem, it's not yours. It's their issue, it's not yours. And when we find ourselves, and we all find ourselves envious of someone else, stop and think for a minute. What is that informing us? If I'm upset that someone has a job they love, maybe I feel like I don't love my job and I should have one I enjoy better. What changes can I make? If I'm upset that someone has a bigger house, maybe I can't get a bigger house, but maybe I can appreciate the house I'm in. And that could apply to anything. We could choose to want something someone else has, or choose to focus on what we do have. Because envy's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to be inflicted upon us or to feel ourselves. God bless, and I hope this helps.
Like I said, it can be very subtle with guys, but sometimes it can be very outright. But because y'all are so disconnected from your intuition and y'all are taught to just like accept cruelty, like I said, y'all just kind of brush things off. But it's like, listen, the same way with women, your friends can be haters as well, okay? Guys can be haters. But anyways, I'm just curious to hear like if you guys have had experiences like this and how you've handled it. Because I'm so interested in just like analyzing people, I already have like a deep dive on male relationships in the works. So if y'all have enjoyed this video, I hope y'all stay tuned for that because you will not be disappointed. But anyways, thank you for watching this video and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.